Have you ever wondered how narcissists handle rejection? Have you tried rejecting these narcissistic individuals? Are you prepared for the consequences of doing so? Hold tight, because we're diving into the tragic world of narcissistic personalities and how they cope with the dreaded no. So buckle up and explore the intriguing realm of narcissism and how they handle rejection. 1. They pretend to be unaffected. When narcissists face rejection, it stings for them, but they hate showing vulnerability. So, instead of admitting they're hurt, they pretend they don't care. They act all tough and independent, like they don't need anyone else in their life. But the reality is quite different. Deep down, narcissists crave attention and admiration from others. They need people to stroke their egos and make them feel special. That's why they often surround themselves with people who give them that narcissistic supply of admiration and attention. It's like a fix for them. They can't get enough of it. 2. Blame shifting. When narcissists get rejected by someone, they handle it pretty messed up. Instead of owning up to their mistakes, they try to blame the other person. That's what we call blame shifting. So imagine this scenario. You reject a narcissist for whatever reason, and instead of being mature about it, they start pointing fingers at you, saying it's all your fault. They can't handle the idea that they might have messed up or done something wrong, making it seem like you're to blame. 3. They twist your mind. When narcissists face rejection, their go-to move is twisting your mind like a pretzel. Instead of taking it in stride, they can't handle that someone doesn't see things their way. Narcissists struggle with people having different perspectives and experiences, so they can't wrap their heads around it when you reject them or disagree. To cope with this, they'll try to convince you that you're the one who misunderstood everything. It's like they're gaslighting you, making you doubt your sanity. They'll do anything to avoid accepting that their worldview isn't the only one out there. 4. They lash out at you. When narcissists feel rejected, they can't handle it well at all. Instead of taking it calmly, they tend to lash out in anger. It's like a defense mechanism because they can't handle the hurt they feel inside. The reason rejection hits them so hard is that it threatens both their confidence and their fear of being abandoned. So instead of dealing with it maturely, they might explode in anger, yell at you, or even call you mean names. It's their way of trying to protect themselves from feeling hurt, but it's not a healthy or pleasant way to handle things. 5. They launch smear campaigns against you. One of the narcissist's go-to strategies when facing rejection is launching smearing campaigns against the person who rejected them. After you've turned them down, they might go on to spread rumors about you to people you both know. It's a way for them to try and discredit you and make themselves feel better. They want to ruin your reputation and make you look bad. If someone spreads rumors about you, try to take the high road. Doing the same thing back to a narcissist can cause them to continue to draw out their smearing campaign, so do your best to ignore what they say about you. 6. They make fake apologies. When a narcissist feels rejected by someone, they might try to win them back by pretending to apologize. A genuine apology means you truly understand and feel sorry for hurting someone's feelings. But since narcissists lack empathy, they can't do that. Their apologies end up sounding fake and insincere. For example, they might say, "I'm sorry you took things the wrong way," or "I didn't mean to hurt your feelings." Notice how it's not a straightforward, "I'm sorry for what I did," but more like blaming the other person for being too sensitive. Fake apologies involve insincere expressions of remorse that lack genuine accountability and an understanding of the harm caused. These apologies often deflect blame, minimize the impact of actions, or focus on the speaker's discomfort rather than the hurt party's feelings. For instance, saying "I'm sorry you feel that way" shifts the blame onto the person who was hurt, rather than taking responsibility for the actions that caused the hurt. In contrast, a genuine apology acknowledges wrongdoing, expresses sincere remorse, takes responsibility, and seeks to make amends for the harm caused. 7. They act suspiciously kind toward you. One tactic narcissists might use when facing rejection is to act kind towards you, trying to make it up to you for whatever they did wrong. They want to win you back through a tactic called hoovering. The narcissist tries to suck you back into a relationship when they feel like they might be losing their grip on you. If you fall for it and get drawn back in, they'll return to their old ways of undermining you and making you feel bad about yourself. It's a nasty cycle, and it can mess with your emotions big time. 8. They obsess over you. Narcissists might cope with rejection by becoming fixated on you. They'll start daydreaming about ways to regain control over you, as if you were some kind of puppet they can manipulate. They're desperate to get your approval to make themselves feel better. Some narcissists take this obsession to the next level and cross serious boundaries. They might start stalking you, which is super creepy and dangerous. If you're going nuts with narcissists' obsessive behavior, take steps to protect yourself. Block them on all your social media accounts and through text messages, and call the police when things get out of control. 9. They try to get even with you. Instead of just moving on like most people, narcissists try to get back at the person who rejected them. They feel personally attacked by rejection and want to hurt the other person. To do this, they resort to some pretty nasty tactics. They might go all out to make your life miserable and ruin your reputation. They could spread rumors about you or, even worse, release private and intimate photos of you without your consent. It's their twisted way of trying to get even for the rejection they felt. 10. They find other sources of narcissistic supply quickly. Narcissists got this sneaky little trick up their sleeves to cope with a nasty rejection. Instead of dealing with their emotions like most people, they hunt for a narcissistic supply. They look for other sources of attention and praise to fill that void left by the rejection. So, when one source of admiration dries up, they quickly move on to find other people who will shower them with attention. It's like a survival instinct for their inflated self-importance. Embracing rejection gracefully involves accepting and acknowledging our emotions without judgment. It means understanding that rejection doesn't define our self-worth. It's often about specific circumstances rather than personal shortcomings. Seeking support from loved ones can provide comfort and fresh perspectives. Embracing rejection as an opportunity for growth allows us to learn valuable lessons and improve ourselves. Practicing self-compassion helps us be kind to ourselves during challenging times. Instead of dwelling on the past, engaging in uplifting activities and setting new goals can redirect our focus and motivation. Celebrating our past achievements reminds us of our capabilities and boosts our confidence. Maintaining a positive perspective allows us to emerge stronger and more resilient from rejection experiences, ready to embrace new opportunities. Dealing with rejection is no easy feat for anyone. Still, when it comes to narcissists, their response can be a real roller coaster ride. Recognizing and navigating these behaviors can empower us to form healthier relationships and protect our emotional well-being. So let's approach the world of narcissism with open eyes and an understanding heart as we continue to grow and build connections based on mutual respect and genuine love. Consider watching this amazing video right here. If you find value in this video, like this video and subscribe to our channel.